An interesting practice session there then. Let's remind ourselves of the top three, who are Hamilton, Verstappen and Daniel Ricciardo. Practice times are on the board then, but no points are on offer just yet. We'll be back with more F1 action soon.
Guess who made the gossip columns this morning? Everyone's talking about this new rival you have. Check his stats out.
Hi, how are you? I'm just passing on your qualifying goals for this weekend.
Welcome to Melbourne, where qualifying for the Australian Grand Prix should be getting underway shortly. This is the kind of track that eats rear tyres for breakfast, or so I'm told by more experienced drivers than myself.
Well, tyre management is key here, specifically the rears. It's all too easy to overheat and wear the rear tyres as they're punished out of the low-speed corners. Most teams won't be able to avoid some kind of issue here, especially the teams that are running less downforce.
Nice job.
So So qualifying is complete and we're all set for an exciting race tomorrow. Your top three are Hamilton, a Mercedes, and Kimi Räikkönen. With qualifying complete, all that remains is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
Hey, how are you? I have some information on the race goals you should keep in mind.
They say that even a second is an eternity in Formula One, so going 4 winter months with no racing at all has seemed a very long time indeed. We're back though in Melbourne, home of the Australian Grand Prix since 1996. We go racing today then in the state of Victoria, where the drivers have 16 corners and 3.3 miles to navigate at an average lap speed of around 120 miles an hour. The close proximity of the barriers makes accidents inevitable, and recent history shows us that a safety car is not at all out of the question. I'm joined today in the commentary box, as I will be throughout this season, by a great racing driver, former F1 competitor, man who was world champion once upon a time as well, and an all-round top chap. It's the one and only Anthony Davidson. And tell me, here we are, first Grand Prix of the season, the first time racing these cars. So what are the big questions that need to be answered here, in your view?
First of all, Crofty, and thanks for the glowing introduction, I just want to say it's a real privilege to be here, and I can't wait to see what this competitive field has in store for us this season. Now, to answer your question, obviously there's the question of performance in race trim, but really this is going to be all about reliability. It's the first Grand Prix of the season, don't forget. You're pushing all your new components to their limits. Formula One cars are full of very sophisticated but also very sensitive technology. So the most important thing today is to get to the end of the race, keep everything in good condition and try to stay out of trouble while you're at it.
Top 2 finish is what we're predicting for today's race.
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position and a Mercedes alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Räikkönen, Ricciardo, Sebastian Vettel and Verstappen, Bottas, Alonso, Perez and Jenson Button, Hülkenberg, Massa, Romain Grosjean and Sainz, Gutierrez, Kvyat, Pascal Wehrlein and Kevin Magnussen, Ericsson and Palmer, Rio Haryanto and Felipe Nasser starts from the back of the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Let's get the car up to temperature on this lap. We're learning the gears, so go through them all if you can.